Kiss my butt. Tiana's Perps, kiss my butt. So let me tell you something right now. Right this second. The fuck? You heard that? Sneeze just now? Because I'm putting up a video. Anyways. July 3rd, 2023. And don't get no more better than that, right? So my phone's not fucking working in the house. I have to come out here and fucking make calls. I'm not really pissed off, I'm just being loud. Because my neighbors are assholes. Anyway. So I come out here and make my phone call. I can't hear it ringing with the fucking helicopter going around. And the fucking train has to interrupt too. Fuck you, train. Fuck you. So I give the finger to both of those things. So this is a silent train. It's not as loud. The older trains are still working. So the older train was here before, screeching into the station. See, you barely heard the screech. That's what I'm talking about. It's the new stuff. The old ones, they make so much noise, chugga chugga choo choo in to the stop, and we can't fucking see you. I'm gonna stand for maybe for the deaf people that are doing that for, but even then, you're gonna make them go. I mean, the blind people, you're gonna make them go deaf doing that shit. They know what they're doing. First of all, now they have stuff on the platform for blind people to press the button that has the braille on it to know when the damn thing's coming. So they don't have to honk the horn anymore. But they do it anyway to piss people off. Because they know people are trying to sleep sometimes. You know, they work overnight or whatever and they're trying to sleep. That's why they do it. It's a form of gang stalking. And neighbors coming outside as soon as you come outside is another form of gang stalking, whether they know it or not. So I'm making a phone call, waiting for them to pick up. And this asshole, this is why we put up this little fence so we don't see him. I saw the door open. I didn't see him because we have this now, but I smelled the smoke, so I kept coughing. And he wouldn't fucking leave. As soon as I sat down, he did that. So that's a form of gang stalking. And they could all go fuck themselves. Anyway. So the phone rang and rang. Couldn't even make the call. I guess they're closed for today. Or they're just closed on Mondays. I don't know. But I figure I get it over with during the week. And tomorrow's a holiday. It's 4th of July. So the only other time I could call is Wednesday. I gotta make a very important appointment, so now I gotta wait till Wednesday. So I'll just have to do that, but I couldn't hear the ringing on the other end because of the damn train and the helicopters. So I gave them both the finger. Another helicopter comes by, I give them the finger too, all near the street there, McDonald Avenue. Then the honking like crazy. Fuck all you perps. How about that? So, since I can't look at my camera app until I come out here, I said, oh, I'm just going to be loud. Since he's going to be smoking as soon as I come out here. That's gang stalking. So, I had all the volume all the way up on the app, watching all the videos. And then he eventually went in the house. Exactly. I was here first. And I'll make it up. I have no choice but to make a call out here. I don't like that idea, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to make the best of it. And then we get gang stalked anyway. So as I'm watching the camera footage, I see construction work on the couple houses down. They're putting a pipe in. They blocked the driveway, so I didn't put it up there because they're doing work. The same people, you know, they sat on my porch, just chilled out, like, no big deal, right? That's why I put the footage up. because they're about to do it again. So I went outside to film them. And then the other guy changed again in front of me. So yeah, they have no shame. They just change in front of women like me anyway. I don't know who else they would change in front of. So it's a decent exposure. It's a decent exposure, by the way. So I'm watching the camera footage, and I'm watching. There's this one handler, because they always have the same stupid phone clip on their belts, which nobody wears anymore, because those were for the old phones. Usually people have their phone in their hand or in their pocket, their back pocket, front pocket, whichever pocket. Nobody fucking does that. Nobody puts it on a belt like that. That's really nerdy. So you could tell. That's how you tell them apart. That's the handler. And I'm watching each video. I'm watching. He's walking up and down the block, surveilling the neighborhood. And you know, I wouldn't have thought that if he only did it once, but he did it at least 7 times. And then one time, the guy that he was with said my name and said Duncan. So you'll see that before this video, hopefully, because I am outside, so it probably will, you know, go up first. I wasn't gonna post it, so I'm like, did I just hear my name and Duncan? Like he told the guy that's where I'm gonna be. So the guy was like repeating it. The perp. He's a grown ass man too. So they're still using older men. I guess because I talked about the young child that Booty Bandit was telling to do stuff. He didn't do anything to me yet. He's just wearing the camouflage. So that's it. That's all he's ever done. You know? So far that's it with him. You know, I haven't seen him since. But that's what they do too. They don't show you themselves for a while, and then all of a sudden they're gonna just come out of nowhere. So that's great. Oh, they're doing construction up there too. You hear how they're loud? So we'll hear their conversation, I guess. So now I gotta work. Now I got not worry, but now I gotta see 2 new perp and handlers, because I made a video about the other handler that 2 days ago. So they're like, oh, well, she knows about us, and it didn't affect her. She just put it on YouTube. So we gotta put a new handler in her in the area and say her name when we walk past my house. Like, really, bro? Just because you say my name and where I'm gonna be at doesn't mean nothing to me. And to me, it means I'm gonna videotape your ass when you do shit in front of me. That's all it is. So now you heard the fake mat on me, the fake sneeze, but it sounded real, but then you could tell it was fake at the end. So that's another one. Yesterday I was in Dunkin', and I wasn't by myself at first, and I found a seat, and other people came in after me. The whole place was full. Families came in mostly, which is kind of annoying on a Saturday, but I think because I went early. I went as early as I possibly could, because I was home. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to go out early, and I came out here and I saw like 4 or 5 butterflies. So I was like, okay, I'd rather stay out here. Honestly, if you look at the vegetables are growing, we got herbs growing, we got flowers coming out, birds are back here. Who's better than me right now with this? I don't want to brag, but guess what? It's so nice back here. Even this fucking heat. I'm under the awning, so I'm not in the bright sun burning. It's 90 degrees today. So I would only go to get coffee or a refresher and not do anything else while I'm there. Tomorrow's a holiday, so we're not going nowhere. We're gonna be home. Sometimes it's better to be home. You don't want to be with people that don't even want you there. You know what I mean? I don't know. At least we don't have to go traveling. Yeah, it should be somewhere fun if we're gonna travel, but here it's fine. Back here is fine. We'll make our own little party. We're not going where nobody wants us around. So kept saying it for years. Nobody wants us around. Nobody listens to me, so I'm not saying it no more. Let these people find out that they don't like us. So yeah, something major happened the other day, and that's it. I was shocked I didn't get yelled at for it. I was shocked I didn't get yelled at for taking a nap. And that's all. So I went to Dunkin' after that. Like, I woke up and I was like, I need to get coffee. So I didn't film. There was no way to film. There was the phone. My phone was working, but they had the music on again. I don't know why they just don't not put the music on. You know, it's so much better without the music. And here comes the butterfly. Ooh, how pretty! It's on the back fence. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's like hiding. It's on that fence. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, it's nice. It's full of people. So full of people. I turn around and I see Booty Bandit. He comes in. He's standing near the door with his coffee. I look at him like, get the fuck away from me. You know, I didn't say it because there was children present. You hear that? You hear somebody like just saying stuff. Yeah, this guy's talking to his perp. So they know I'm back here. They hear my fucking loud mouth. I'm Italian. I gotta be loud, you know. What I wanted to say too, like, when perps are doing stuff to you, just be loud. Sing your favorite song out loud. Drives the perps crazy. So that's what I did to this guy over here. I had my phone on loud as it possibly can be. And I'm listening, so I'm watching the videos from the camera. And he went in. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck him. I was here first. And it was a private call. Because this is the only fucking place I could call somebody privately. I'm not going to Dunkin' and doing it. They already know everything about me. Well, they think they know everything about me in there. You hear that loud ass noise too? Yep. It's all gang stalking. So then I see Red Bull Smurf. He looked around for me. He looked for me, saw me, left, came in, was calling somebody an asshole. And there was a guy sitting next to me. He was calling somebody and complaining about something. So as he was leaving, he turned because he heard the guy calling people assholes. He's like, they're all assholes. They're all assholes. And he looked at me, like, shrugged, and I shrugged back. He was like happy to leave. And as he's going to the line, he's like, the manager's not getting blessed. Nobody in here is getting blessed. I'm like, oh my god. But that's why they give him food and whatever he's asking for. Because he told them he's homeless. He's not homeless. He's a drug addict that they took out of the psych ward. Probably, he's definitely from the psych ward. The lodge, somebody from the lodge took out of the psych ward. Told him, we'll give you room and board and all the drugs you want. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to act when you go in public. And you tell the people at Dunkin' Donuts that you're homeless. So, and some of the people that go into Dunkin' Donuts, the manager, I don't know about the manager, but I know some of the workers are Masons. They're in the bottom part of the club. Because they get too many perks, you know what I mean? There's a little weird shit going on there. And some of them don't know any better. They don't know that he's not homeless, you know. There's a couple of people know that, But the manager probably tells them you have to give them a little something. I mean, you give them a little something, they're gonna take everything. And it's disturbing the peace too while they're in there. So, see what I mean? They're babies. They get their way all the time. They act up when they get their way. That's how children are nowadays. You know, they don't get reprimanded. It's always yes, dear, hey, whatever you want, because all they care about is being on the computer or whatever, or their phone. The parents, they don't want to get bothered. And then you got Karens and Darrens in the store acting up because nobody told them no either. So, yeah. And nobody hits them because they don't want to get arrested. Because that's what happens. You piss somebody off enough to drive them crazy, and they're doing it on purpose because they wake up looking for violence. That's what they do. All types, shapes, sizes, ages, genders, everything. They're just looking for that stuff. They're looking to fight somebody. They're like, I'm tough. I want to fight somebody. And they just look for like somebody like me, you know, to try to start shit with. But then I laugh at them because it's funny. And then they realize, oh, well, you shouldn't do that anymore. Because they're not going to get a reaction. Like with the old man, he was racist. Yeah, I thought he was just going to be an old man or talk, you know, for a few minutes. I've talked to old people before. I've never heard him say stuff like that. I feel like I'm a tourist in my own country. Nobody speaks English anymore. I'm like, oh my god. As soon as he said that, I'm like, I turned around and I watched something on my phone. I was like, I don't think so. I honestly didn't see if he had a handle or not because he just came in. Like, I was, on my phone watching videos. So I didn't really see if he was a perp or nothing. He probably was. He probably was a perp. He probably told him. He probably said, oh, I want some Dunkin' Donuts or something. A handler came by. Probably Ned Flanders. That's what I'm calling him, Ned Flanders, handler. Because he looks like Ned Flanders. So funny. I mean, maybe he should shave his mustache, get a new haircut. I don't know. He totally looks like Ned Flanders. Maybe when I see him next time, I should go diddly diddly or something like that. Oh man, I should get the stuff he says on my phone. I wish I could do that. I wish there was a way to get those noises on your phone, but you record the reaction at the same time. Like, we can't have stuff like that. The perps do. The perps, the handlers, they only use it for themselves. So that's why we can't have it. But that'd be great. Hiddly diddly as he walks by. Because you know he's going to be there. So yeah. Yeah, all they have to do is show up. They don't even have to do anything. Because there was a seat right next to me at that point when a Red Bull Smurf came by. And then he switched to a blue one. The red and blue, blue colors. The famous colors. They always do that. You hear the drilling? I don't know if you can hear it, but... And the honking as I'm talking about it. Wow. By a few years ago, by this time it was quiet. Because everybody went back to a different country for the summer. Since they can't, because they're not, jabbed. They refuse to get jabbed, so they can't go back. You cannot travel without getting jabbed. So, they don't lean off that horn, huh? They break their horns. Seriously, I hope it doesn't break. So I'm gonna get a bullhorn, just right out the perps. I had one. I fucking got rid of it for some reason. I gave it to a thrift store, Salvation Army, like a lot of toys that I had back in the day. But like, I don't want to keep these toys, and I'll put that in there too. I don't know why. It would have been great for this stuff. I can't find it online either. I was gonna buy it off of eBay or something, but nobody had it. So, I was like, damn, I shouldn't have got rid of that because I could have used it on New Year's Eve, you know, when you make the noise. But now I could have used it on the Perps. There's a butterfly. You see it? You see it? It's back there somewhere. It's flying around. So anyways, yeah, so all the Perps have to do, first of all, the handler comes by first, tells the Perps that we're in there, we're in the stores or whatever. Then the Perp comes up to the door, sees that we're there, and smiles, because they know they're going to get free food or a free drink. So his choice was a lemonade refresher. And they always mimic and copy us because I got that the day before. I didn't need coffee that day. So I got a lemonade refresher, a small one though. And I got it with Splenda instead of regular sugar. So he got the biggest one they have, like the extra large Marge. So yeah, that was great. I was like, damn, they do get perks, but you know what? The more they drink sugary things like that, it's not gonna benefit them. So at least I'm trying. I put Splenda in instead of regular sugar. You know, everything's pre-sweetened now. I'm like, no, it's not good for me. That's the thing. They want me to be jealous of them because they get the biggest size. But sometimes if I wait, the app will show me that I can get a free drink, any size. Every once in a while, you get a free drink, any size. So I can see, I guess I can see if I get coffee or refreshing, then I'll do it that day, like on a Friday. You know, once a week is not bad. Not every single day like these Perps do. He was just mimicking, you know, he was mocking me when he got the refresher because he always gets a hot coffee, no matter what. So that day he held it up in the air and he waited like he just didn't care. To show the handler, you know. He was like, yeah, I got the coffee. The handler probably goes in there like at opening time. You know, when it opens and says, hey, I'm gonna pay for. And when this guy comes in, he probably shows a picture of him and says, hey, when this guy comes in, give him a free drink. I'll prepay for it. I bet you that's how it works. One day they're going to fuck up and somebody's going to record them doing that. You know, one day. Hopefully soon. I'm going to try to upload this video. I got to charge it in the house, so I got to do some stuff before I go to Dunkin'. I charge this phone first. I'm gonna do a couple things. I got to get the garbage ready for tonight. It's nice Perp throwing out night, garbage night. If you notice with the druggie that came to my house and in my driveway to smoke a joint, to light up a joint, that was gang stalking. And the confirmation honk right after that. Alright. Like I said, they keep getting the drug addicts out of rehab early. Some of them don't even go to rehab, they go into the psych wards. So they take them out of there. Because they know I don't do drugs. So they think I'm going to yell at the drug addict because I get something on my property. They thought I was going to come outside and yell at them. I wasn't. I was already, trying to get ready for bed at that point. I got my pajamas on, I was comfortable. I was like, motherfucking lazy ass, I ain't going out there to say something to him, fuck him. Let him get paid and joints and all that stuff. That's his payment, If you looked at his face when he first walked in my driveway, you see his face. It's drugged up. Completely drugged up. And then he turned around. He didn't want to face the camera while lighting up the joint. Why wouldn't you face the camera, I know they're not ashamed of themselves, so why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they go, hey, look what I'm doing, usually they do that. So this time he didn't. But it was funny because the car had just left the driveway. As soon as that happened, he did that. That's not a coincidence either. It's exactly what they plan to do. And you remember, they watch us 24/7. It's not just one person that can watch us. They have everybody watching us. Every different type of person, they have to get to watch us. They need to know our every move, our every breath. You know, Satan's telling them to do it in their ear. Like, watch that girl right there. Or watch that guy right there. See what they're up to. And, you know, I'm not up to much. You know, I'm planning on going somewhere this summer. But not like a regular vacation like I would like to. Like somewhere, you know, somewhere fun, you know, for the day. And they don't like that. Because I don't actually know where I'm going to go. I'm just trying to pick a place. See? They don't like that. Trying to pick a place and then see how much money I have. Because I have to get there, right? I have to pay to get there. And then if I see something I want to get while I'm in the area, that's to buy. I need money for that. Then I need money to get home, right? You know what I mean? So, and then if I want coffee while I'm out, I need money for coffee. Getting lunch while I'm out, I need money for lunch. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a little bit of planning, but I'm gonna do it. It's gotta be on a less hotter day than today. Today's 90 degrees. Because my asthma will thank me if I don't go out too much. Like, I'm gonna go get Dunkin' today, probably, most likely. And that's I'm probably just gonna get coffee. If I get lunch, I get lunch. But I'm most likely gonna get coffee. Because if I gotta deal with perps, I have any coffee then. You know what I mean? So yeah, they all come around. They're all gonna, you know, they're gonna revolving door type thing. They're gonna just keep coming around and around and around. Keep changing them. Last night, these two assholes were here, Witchy Poo and Bread Smoker. It didn't get caught on camera, but I saw it in real time. So they're babysitting their son's dog, right? And it looks just like our dog, only a puppy. It's same colors and everything. So there you go with the mimics and copying. And that means they're dog walkers. They let the dog shit in front of our house. Bread Smoker when they were here. They let them shit in front of my house. It's on my channel, the video. I mean, he picked it up. So I'm surprised he picked it up. But yeah, he picked it up. So, so last night we're all leaving, you know, from the top floor. We all had dinner together. We're all coming downstairs. But I came down first, so I saw it. I don't think the rest of them saw it. I saw them, these two assholes next door, coming down together to walk the dog. At the same time I was coming out of the house, you know what I mean? They timed it perfectly that they would see me. And I know for a fact that he walked the dog earlier because I was outside when he walked the dog. He walked the dog earlier than that. I came home from Dunkin'. I was on the phone talking to somebody, and he comes out of the house at that time to walk the dog. No, first they pulled up to the house. They didn't pull into the driveway for some reason. So I saw Witchy Poo and him, and they were all dressed up like they went out to dinner. I'm like, who the fuck is she? She just go out to dinner, like a fancy dinner every once in a while. We do that on holidays because we can't afford it. Because we're not in that club, that's why. They're in that club. So they go upstairs and he comes out to walk the dog and just, you know, to be nosy, to stare and to try to listen in on my conversation. And that's what he was doing over here. Smokey Robinson over here. As soon as I sat down and made the phone call, he came right out to smoke. He's not just smoking, he's listening to my conversation. These assholes over here, they act like they don't speak English, but they do. They speak it, they understand it, they know what the fuck they're doing. They're gang stalkers. Even if they don't have any equipment in their house, which I don't know if the old guy does. I mean, on the other side, they might have something in their house. Like listening devices and all that shit. They might have that. There's plenty of times when I was in my bed, about to go to sleep, and I would hear a low ringing or low, like, sounds coming out of nowhere. So I think they do have that machine here on this side. They definitely have something like that. So, you know, somebody's gonna have something like that, right, to do that. They might have even put it in the train station. You know? They might have put it in the train station somewhere. Maybe in the lamppost there, or they could have put it in the speaker. You know, you hear when you hear the train go by, it tells you what stop you're on. It could have been there too. Like, it could have been anywhere in the neighborhood. It has to only be one area in the neighborhood, and it just, you hear it. You hear the low frequency noise, and they know you can capture it on tape. They know it. That's why they do it. And then they start hitting your body parts, random body parts. So you get like pins and needles, where you get numb and hit, you know, in your body. Where you get flinch because it hurts. So it's like a stabbing pain. So they know what they're doing. Hopefully I find out. I take video. Really? Like, ooh, here comes the butterfly. Ooh, how pretty is the butterfly? How pretty. Oh, it's next one. There it goes. That's all. It's the next one. So anyways, oh, I just saw a crow. You know what that means? The witch is around. That's what they say. I don't believe it. So, hey bird. Cheep. 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 Sounds like they're talking else, but I don't know. So anyways, there's a morning dog man. Yeah, it's just like they rotate Perps. You'll get new ones, you get old ones again after a while. You saw the guy that used to bother me at Dunkin'. He used to stand in front of my house to get coffee. I'm not doing anything. That's his voice. Fucking lantern flies. I just try to kill it and it just jumps. And that too, that's a gang stalking tactic too. Like, where the fuck did these lantern flies come from? We never had them before. They were like mostly in Jersey and Staten Island. So that's another thing too. This is a form of gang stalking. It only takes one asshole to, I think they're just spraying them down. They pick a house or two and then they spray. They drop them from the helicopter probably, or a drone. Because look what happened to the fig tree. They cut it down. There's so many lanternflies. And they have some too, but for some reason they didn't cut their tree down. It's gonna grow back. If you see it, it's already growing back. And this one was weeding at one point. We're like, why the hell is he weeding? Because there's lanternflies. At least it went to them too. You know, usually they don't get affected by any weird stuff like that. And once again, he's suing the landlord. They take the court case paperwork in the back here. They do something with the statue over there. I know for a fact because I've seen it before. I just saw it recently, like a week or two ago. He had the paperwork. I'm like, what the fuck? That ain't working. But you would think it would stop. You know, figuring it hasn't worked yet. That's the part we're trying to say about the Perps. If they see it's not working, they're gonna keep do it anyway, because they figure it might work eventually. Sometimes it does, but you know what? Sometimes the Perp gotta get their ass beat. That's all I'm saying. I don't feel bad when I see those people in the store messing with people. I don't feel bad. Like, that old man was trying to get me riled up. He was trying to get me to be on his side. I don't think that way, the same way that he thinks. I don't know how he thought that was gonna happen. I don't know where the butterfly went. It went that way somewhere. It was so pretty. It was like black and orange, but it wasn't a monarch. Alright, I'm gonna try to upload this video. very hot. I'm gonna put the air conditioner back on. I heard a loud, like, bang noise. I checked the windowsill. Nothing. But we're gonna have a new squirrel. And he's climbing up this. He's climbing up the blue wire. That's for my router. So that's probably what it was.